You ever wake up before dawn, crank up your snowblower, and, within a month, find yourself the accidental villain of an entire Vermont subdivision? Yeah, that happened. If you told me 3 years ago that shoveling snow at 5 in the morning would land me in an all-out war with the Pinewood Heights Homeowners Association, I'd have laughed you right out of my driveway. But here we are. Welcome to northern Vermont, where apparently being a hard-working early riser is more offensive than letting your neighbors get snowed in. Go figure. Let me back up a sec. I'm Samuel O'Brien. I run a little landscaping and snow removal business out of my property just outside Burlington. The kind of operation where you do everything yourself, know the name of every regular, and probably fix your own equipment with duct tape more often than you should. When I moved into Pinewood Heights, it was a sweet deal. Edge of the development, my own chunk of land, and, oh yeah, I owned the only private road that got you from the subdivision out to the main highway. That little detail? Turns out, that's the loaded gun in the first act of our story. So, picture this. It's mid-November, first storm of the year dumps about 8 inches of heavy wet snow. I'm up at 4:30, coffee in hand, boots on, Honda snowblower roaring away by 5. This thing's a beast, but honestly, it's one of the quieter models out there. Call me a considerate neighbor. Most of the time, people are happy to wake up, see a clear driveway, and realize they don't have to shovel their way to work. Plus, I always hit the access road after I'm done with my own place, so everybody benefits. It's just what you do out here. Or so I thought. About halfway through my driveway, my phone buzzes, 5:30 a.m., which means either a family emergency or, doom. I yank off a glove, check the screen. It's Brenda Patterson, HOA president. Middle management haircut, face like she's always just smelled bad cheese. Loves rules more than most folks love their own kids. Her text is basically, stop making noise before 7 a.m. Community standards. Just like that. Not, hey Sam, could you maybe hold off next time? Nah, we're straight to the official threat. I actually laugh out loud. Because, 1, I've read those community docs front to back. Not a peep about snow removal times. 2, my property's not technically part of the HOA, something I made absolutely sure of when I bought it. 3, come on, who gets mad at someone for keeping the main road clear so they can get to work? But whatever. I finish up, and by 6 a.m., I'm switching to the plow attachment on my truck, getting ready to clear the private access road. Now, the legal bit. When the developer built Pinewood Heights, they worked out an easement. Residents get to use the road. I have to maintain it. But I also get to use it for my business and set my own reasonable rules. The town never adopted the road. The HOA tried to buy it from me once, offering peanuts. I said no thanks, figured that was that. Apparently, Brenda didn't get the memo. I'm about to start plowing when I see her, Brenda, in a bathrobe, with a coat thrown over and these fuzzy slippers already soaked through. She's waving her arms like she's guiding a plane down. I roll down my window, cold air slapping me in the face. Morning, Brenda. What's up? I sent you a text an hour ago, Samuel. Did you not see it? I did. Was busy clearing snow so folks could actually get out. She's got that tone, you know the one, like she's reading you your Miranda rights. Community quiet hours are posted. No loud noises before 7 a.m. Weekdays, 8 on weekends. You're in violation. I'm polite. Barely. Brenda, my property isn't in the HOA. Your rules don't apply to me. She puffs up, points a finger. Your actions affect our residents. You need to comply. Multiple people have complained about the noise. Which is funny, because in 3 years, nobody ever said a word except to say thanks. But I keep my mouth shut. Brenda marches off, slippers squeaking. I finish up, wave at Tom next door. He gives me a thumbs up. The usual. That afternoon, I get an email from the HOA attorney. Full-on legalese. Nuisance. Injunction. Cease all snow removal before 7 a.m. They're threatening to sue if I don't comply. I shoot it over to Marcus, my lawyer, who's helped me with the property before. He calls me, laughing. They have no case, Sam. You're not in the HOA. You're maintaining your own road. They can't touch you. I want to believe him. But, this is Brenda we're talking about. So, just to test it out, the next morning, I wait until 7 a.m. to start. 6 more inches overnight. By the time I finish my own place, it's 8:30 and I'm late for a client. The access road, still buried. Residents are blowing up my phone all day. Can't get to work, cars stuck, people ticked off. Tom calls, half apologetic, half panicked. Sam, can you please clear the road? Some of us are trapped. Wish I could, Tom, but HOA rules. Brenda sent me a threat. Can't start till 7, and by then I'm booked. He swears, hangs up. Over the next week, it snows almost every night. I stick to the 7 a.m. rule, clear my property, skip the access road. By day 3, 20 residents have called or texted, confused or mad or both. I explain, Brenda made the rules, I'm just following them. Most get it, some don't, but word starts spreading. Now here's where it gets juicy. Brenda calls an emergency HOA meeting, proposes a $500 special assessment per household to hire a snow company to clear the access road. People almost riot. Tom calls me, half laughing. They could just pay you and save thousands, but Brenda says that would be rewarding bad behavior. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. The next snowstorm, I wait until 7, get another avalanche of angry calls, ignore them, and focus on my business. That night, the HOA slips a letter under my door. Now they're citing the easement, claiming I'm legally required to keep the road passable year-round. I call Marcus. He's got the easement in front of him. You have to maintain the road so it's structurally sound and reasonably passable under normal conditions. Normal meaning not right after a blizzard, Sam. There's no rule about timing. So, I could clear it at midnight, once a week? Technically, yeah. They can't dictate your schedule. You've been going above and beyond. So, I draft a letter, reviewed by Marcus, saying from now on, I'll clear the access road every Sunday after 6 p.m. Once a week, just like the easement requires. That's it. Send it off. Brenda calls, raging. People have jobs, Samuel. They need the road clear every morning. Then maybe you shouldn't have threatened me for working early, I tell her. You can't have it both ways. Either I clear it on my schedule, or you get what you asked for. She threatens to sue. I tell her, go ahead. I'm following the letter of the law. The following weekend, another storm. The access road is a disaster. Folks try to dig themselves out. Some get stuck. Honestly, it's kind of a spectacle. Part of me wants to help, but I hold firm. If I cave, Brenda wins, and nothing changes. Sunday at 6 p.m. As promised, I plow the road. Takes 2 hours because it's so rutted and icy. That night, Angela Morrison comes over. She's lived 3 houses in for years. Nice woman. Always brings cookies at Christmas. She's furious. At Brenda, not me. We didn't know she threatened you, she says. She told everyone you just stopped plowing out of spite. We've started a petition to remove her. 28 signatures. We only need 28. And just like that, I realize Brenda's losing her grip. The next week, more snow, more chaos. By mid-December, the petition's up to 35 signatures. An emergency meeting is called. I'm invited to speak. The night of the meeting, the place is packed. Every seat, people standing along the walls. The room is split. Some scowling, some smiling, everybody tense. Angela gets up, lays out everything. My 3 years of free snow removal, Brenda's threats, my once-a-week schedule. She's got copies of the letters, emails, everything. Sam did this for free, never asked for anything. The minute Brenda decided his 5 a.m. start was inconvenient, she threatened him with legal action. He's not even in the HOA. She has no authority. Brenda stands up, red-faced. Noise nuisance. Multiple residents complained. Name them, someone shouts. She can't. Confidential, she mutters. Convenient, Tom yells from the back. The room explodes, people shouting, arguing, demanding answers. Robert, the treasurer, tries to calm things down. Brenda, these rules don't even apply to Sam. You overstepped. Someone calls for a vote. Remove Brenda as president and formally apologize to me, asking me to resume my original snow removal schedule. Secret ballot, 42 households. The count isn't even close. Brenda's out, apology passed. She gathers her papers, walks out. Linda Murphy, the vice president, takes over, comes up to me, apologizes, says if I want it in writing, they'll guarantee I'll never be hassled again. I just nod. Don't need it in writing. Just let me do my job. So, back to the old routine, 5 a.m. Snowblower, plow, clear access road by sunrise. Suddenly, everybody's waving. bringing me cookies, thanking me. No more threats. For a week, things are great. Then, it gets weird. One morning, all 4 tires on my truck are slashed. No way that's an accident. I call the cops. Young officer says, could be vandalism, but given what you've told me about the HOA, maybe get cameras. I do. Next night, the cameras catch someone in a dark sedan scattering nails all over the access road. Video's grainy, but it looks like a woman. Could be Brenda's car. Cops can't prove it. She claims her car was stolen that night. Classic. Then my mailbox gets knocked down. Then someone dumps garbage in my driveway. Then my snowblower gets sabotaged. Each time, cops are sympathetic but can't nail it down. I add more cameras. Residents start a neighborhood watch to keep an eye on things. Angela organizes shifts. I appreciate it, but honestly, I just want the nonsense to stop. Finally, the big one. Early January, monster storm hits. Over 2 feet in 36 hours, roads shut. Governor declares a state of emergency. I'm working nonstop, barely sleep. Come home after midnight. Access road is blocked by tree branches, debris. No way anyone's getting through. The cameras get her, clear as day. Brenda Patterson, dragging branches across the road, headlamp catching her face. Call the detective, they arrest her that night. Turns out, blocking the only access road during a state emergency is a pretty big deal, especially when it could have kept ambulances or fire trucks out. Add in the nails, the vandalism, she's facing real charges. Plea deal, guilty to vandalism, restitution, probation, community service, mandatory counseling. HOA passes a formal resolution thanking me, makes it clear they have zero authority over me or my schedule. Brenda moves away. Linda runs the HOA like a human being. Tom and Angela become actual friends. The access road is just a road again. The community, somehow, is stronger for it. People help each other, pitch in with snow shoveling. Even throw a winter party for the unofficial snow removal hero, me, apparently. The plaque they give me hangs in my garage. It's silly, but, it means something. Of course, the story doesn't just end there. Couple years pass, my business grows, word gets around. I'm that guy who stood up to the HOA. People from other neighborhoods call me for advice. I get asked to speak at the town council, even help a few folks with their own HOA disputes. Apparently, refusing to be bullied and insisting on common sense is inspirational. Life goes on. Tom passes away unexpectedly, a real blow to the neighborhood. His wife tells me at the service, he always admired how you stood up for yourself. Said it made the whole community stronger. That hits me hard. I never thought of myself as particularly brave, just stubborn, maybe. The security cameras come down after 5 quiet years. Brenda, I hear, actually goes into community mediation training. Turns her life around. Helps other people avoid the kind of mess she created. People change. Neighborhood changes, too. New families move in. Kids wave at me from windows. The access road gets repaved. The HOA never hassles me again. What did I learn? You've got to stand up for yourself, even when it's hard. Sometimes, the only way to handle unreasonable demands is to take them at face value. Let the natural consequences teach the lesson. It's not about being the hero or the villain. It's about insisting on mutual respect. And, yeah, sometimes you've got to let things get a little messy before they get better. So here's my question for you. Where's the line between enforcing the rules and abusing power? When does standing up for yourself become selfish? And when is it just plain necessary? Have you ever faced down an unreasonable authority, or had to let consequences do the teaching for you or your community? Drop your story or your take in the comments. Do you think I did the right thing? How would you have handled it? What's the wildest HOA story you've ever experienced? Let's hear it. I'll be down there reading and replying. After all, if there's one thing this whole saga taught me, it's that community matters, and sometimes the best thing you can do is just show up. Do your part, and not let anyone push you around.